The World Food Programme is the food assistance branch of the United Nations and the world's largest humanitarian organization addressing hunger and promoting food security. According to the WFP, it provides food assistance to an average of 80 million people in 75 countries each year. From its headquarters in Rome and more than 80 country offices around the world, the WFP works to help people who are unable to produce or obtain enough food for themselves and their families. It is a member of the United Nations Development Group and part of its Executive Committee. Overview. WFP was first established in 1961 after the 1960 Food and Agricultural Organization Conference, when George McGovern, director of the U.S. Food for Peace programs, proposed establishing a multilateral food aid program. The WFP was formally established in 1963 by the FAO and the United Nations General Assembly on a three-year experimental basis. In 1965, the program was extended to a continuing basis. Organization. The WFP is governed by an executive board which consists of representatives from 36 member states. Ertharin Cousin is the current executive director, appointed jointly by the UN Secretary-General and the Director-General of the FAO for a 5-year term. She heads the Secretariat of the WFP. The European Union is a permanent observer in the WFP and, as a major donor, participates in the work of its executive board. Its vision is a world in which every man, woman and child has access at all times to the food needed for an active and healthy life. The WFP has a staff of about 11,500 people, the majority of whom work in remote areas. Goals and strategies. The WFP strives to eradicate hunger and malnutrition, with the ultimate goal in mind of eliminating the need for food aid itself. The objectives that the WFP hopes to achieve are to save lives and protect livelihoods in emergencies, support food security and nutrition and build livelihoods in fragile settings and following emergencies, reduce risk and enable people, communities and countries to meet their own food and nutrition needs, reduce undernutrition and break the intergenerational cycle of hunger. WFP food aid is also directed to fight micronutrient deficiencies, reduce child mortality, improve maternal health, and combat disease, including HIV and AIDS. Food for Work programs help promote environmental and economic stability in agricultural production activities. In 2013, the WFP reached 80.9 million people in 75 countries and provided 3.1 million tons of food, including nutritionally improved products such as Plumpies Up, Plumpy Does, and Super Cereal Plus. The WFP has scaled up its use of cash and vouchers as food assistance tools. 7.9 million people received assistance through cash or voucher programs in 2013. In the same year, the WFP purchased food in 91 countries. 86% of that food came from developing countries. Among its other activities, the WFP has coordinated the 5-year Purchase for Progress pilot project, launched in September 2008. P4P uses smallholder farmers by offering them opportunities to access agricultural markets and to become competitive players in the marketplace. The project spanned across 20 countries in Africa, Asia and Latin America and trained 800,000 farmers in improved agricultural production, post-harvest handling, quality assurance, group marketing, agricultural finance and contracting with the WFP. The project resulted in 366,000 metric tons of food produced and generated more than $148 million in income for its smallholder farmers. The WFP focuses its food assistance on those who are most vulnerable to hunger, which most frequently means women, children, the sick and the elderly. In fact, Part of the response to the 2010 Haiti earthquake consisted of distributing food aid only to women, as experience built up over almost 5 decades of working in emergency situations has demonstrated that giving food only to women helps to ensure that it is spread evenly among all household members. School feeding or take-home ration programs in 71 countries help students focus on their studies and encourage parents to send their children, especially girls, to school. Funding. The WFP operations are funded by voluntary donations from world governments, corporations and private donors. The organization's administrative costs are only 7%, one of the lowest and best among aid agencies. In 2011, the WFP's total revenue was $3.73 billion. From 2008 to 2012, private donors donated around $500 million. Fittest. The Fast Information Technology and Telecommunications Emergency and Support Team is a small, elite, technical team of emergency responders within the IT division of the World Food Programme, covering both emergency preparedness and response. Fittest provides a range of IT, telecommunications and power generation infrastructures and solutions to support humanitarian aid operations during emergencies and in steady-state situations. Humanitarian emergencies demand rapid interventions that are efficient, coordinated and effective. To date, Fittest has completed more than 1,000 missions in over 130 countries, including West Africa, the Philippines, Haiti, Central African Republic, South Sudan, Iraq, Syria and, more recently, Nepal and Yemen. From natural disasters such as earthquakes and tropical cyclones, public health emergencies, such as the Ebola outbreak, to conflict and civil unrest, Fittest provides life-saving IT, telecommunications and power services to governments and the humanitarian community. The Team FITTEST's key areas of expertise include telecommunications, IT and electricity. The team also offers training and consultancy services. In preparation for future emergencies, the team holds virtual stock of equipment, allowing predetermined items to be available at a moment's notice. Fittest offices and warehouses are located in Dubai's International Humanitarian City in the United Arab Emirates. From here the team develops technological solutions and delivers its services across the world. History. Fittest developed from the African Great Lakes humanitarian emergency in 1995. In 1998, it became an official tool for WFP to respond to emergencies. With the establishment of the United Nations Cluster System by the Interagency Standing Committee, and especially the Emergency Telecommunications Cluster, Fittest became a critical tool for WFP to fulfill its mandate of providing IT services to the entire humanitarian community. Fittest is a unique cell within the United Nations system as it operates on a cost recovery basis, receiving no direct contribution from governments or other humanitarian donors. Fittest ensures its sustainability by using best practices of the private sector. The team operates on a limited margin used to cover running costs. Such a method ensures the delivery of high service quality, as Fittest only survives if its clients are satisfied and continue to utilize its services. Official partners. The WFP coordinates and cooperates with a number of official partners in emergencies and development projects. These partners include national government agencies such as DFID, ECHO, EuropeAid, USAID, UN agencies such as the Food and Agriculture Organization and the International Fund for Agricultural Development, non-governmental organizations such as Save the Children, Catholic Relief Services and Norwegian Refugee Council, as well as corporate partners such as Boston Consulting Group, Yum! Brands, DSMNV, and Cargill. WFP is also a partner in Compact 2025. a partnership that develops and disseminates evidence-based advice to politicians and other decision-makers aimed at ending hunger and undernutrition. In the coming 10 years, WFP is represented on the Leadership Council of Compact 2025 by its executive director Ertharin Cousin. Actor Drew Barrymore is ambassador to the World Food Programme and donated $1 million in 2008. Grassroots-level partners include HungryKids.org, World Hunger Relief Week. In 2007, the WFP joined with Yum! Brands, the world's largest restaurant company, to launch the first annual World Hunger Relief Week, a global campaign to increase awareness about hunger, engage volunteers, and raise critically needed funds to help the WFP serve the world's areas of greatest need. World Hunger Relief Week 2007 leveraged the power of nearly 35,000 restaurants around the world, sparking a global movement to end hunger and generating an overwhelming outpouring of support from millions of customers, employees, franchisees and their families. Nearly 1 million Yum!, KFC, Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, Long John Silver's and A&W All-American Food employees, franchisees and their families volunteered close to 4 million hours to aid hunger relief efforts in communities worldwide, while helping to raise $16 million throughout the World Hunger Relief Week initiative for the World Food Programme and other hunger relief agencies around the world. The initiative has been repeated every year since. Grassroots efforts. In 2004, the WFP tasked Auburn University in Auburn, Alabama with heading the first student-led war on hunger effort. After a 2002 Northwestern University pilot, Auburn founded the Committee of 19, which has not only led campus and community hunger awareness events but also developed a war on hunger model for use on campuses across the country. The WFP has launched a global advocacy and fundraising event called Walk the World. On one single day each year, hundreds of thousands of people in every time zone all over the world walk to call for the end of child hunger. In 2005, more than 200,000 people walked in 296 locations. In 2006, there were 760,000 participants in 118 countries all over the world. This event is part of the campaign to achieve the Millennium Development Goals, specifically to halve the number of people who suffer from hunger and poverty by 2015. A growing number of grassroots global events and celebrations such as International Day of Peace, World Party Day participants, and Peace One Day recommend the WFP on radio broadcasts as an immediate reach-out action, putting help within reach of anyone with the information that a quarter feeds a child for a day. Fill the Cup campaign takes just 25 US cents to fill one of the red cups that the World Food Programme uses to give hungry children a regular school meal of porridge, rice or beans. Christina Aguilera, Drew Barrymore and Sean Penn are among notable celebrities who endorse the WFP. The British singer Sami Yusuf joined with the WFP to support the drought-stricken in Horn of Africa through his personal campaign, Live Feed Africa and music video, Forgotten Promises. World Food Programme USA. World Food Programme USA, formerly Friends of WFP, works to solve global hunger, building a world where everyone has the food and nutrition needed to lead healthy, productive lives. WFP USA raises support for these efforts in the United States by engaging individuals, organizations and businesses, shaping public policy and generating resources for WFP. Criticism. Kenyan economist James Shikwati says in an interview with Der Spiegel, aid to Africa does more harm than good. According to him, the food aid increases corruption as local politicians have the opportunity to steal some of the aid to bribe voters or to sell the aid in the black markets, killing the local agriculture. He claims that the WFP people as an organization are in the absurd situation of, on the one hand, being dedicated to the fight against hunger while, on the other hand, being faced with unemployment were hunger actually eliminated. He suggests that WFP answers too easily to the calls of the corrupted governments, and supplies too much of food aid, leading to reduction of the production of local farmers, as no one can compete with the UN's World Food Programme. List of executive directors. The following is a chronological list of those who have held the executive director of the World Food Programme position. Adachi Hendrik Borma, Sushil K. Dev, Francisca Aquino, Thomas C. M. Robinson, Garson N. Vogel, Bernardo de Azevedo Brito, Juan Felipe Ariart, James Ingram, Catherine Bettini, James T. Morris, Joseph Sheeran, Otherin Cousin,